ドジャース大谷翔平選手が24日日本時間、敵地でのナショナルズ戦に2番 DH で先発出場し、9回の第5打席に2試合連続となる6号ホームランを放った。連続試合安打も8に伸ばした。驚異的な活躍を見せる大谷選手をアメリカの番組が取り上げていましたので、そちらの翻訳動画をご紹介します。それではどうぞ。
Dodgers come from behind win over the Nationals in D.C. Got a couple of clutch RBI knocks there in the 8th inning and then an absolute bomb off the bat of Shohei Ohtani in the 9th. And it was a good thing because, boy, that sweatshop was open there in the 9th inning with the bases loaded, but Evan Phillips got out of it.
Yeah, something we don't see too often. Evan Phillips really didn't have his command, but he found a way to get out of that. I know we were all holding our breath there. Thank you for the Nationals for kind of running into and out there. But at the same time, I think the perseverance of the Dodgers as a whole, not only from the starting pitching, keeping them in the ball game, the bullpen doing an excellent job keeping them in the ball game, and the offense finally coming through.
Yeah, I mean, we get spoiled with Evan Phillips, sub-2 ERA this year. He's been doing great the last few years. Great job to come back right there. That's what you need in a closer. He has the great heartbeat for a closer. He didn't let the moment get too big. Excellent job.
Easy, and it was a huge hit, obviously. I mean, excellent job. Talked about, okay, you're staying loose, maybe a little film, but you also just have to be ready and prepared. You understand that at any moment you could be called upon. Does a good job on that off-speed pitch, staying back just enough, and getting that double and that great hustle there as well. We heard EK talking about how big that was. It was huge. And also, got to give credit to Miguel Rojas after that, following up with a big knock as well.
Yeah, I mean, James Diamond did a great job right there. We saw the pitch before. It was a fastball in, almost broke his bat right there. And we're thinking, hey, you're going to go right back in there. Hunter Harvey tries to go with a changeup away. Catcher was set away, missed his spot. And that's what big league hitters should do. I know he's coming off the bench. I know it's a hard job to do, but it's a great job for him to have that confidence. I don't feel like he's ever down. I know he's had some, hard hit balls this year, and they're gonna fall for him just like that. And then what about Teoscar getting the stolen base to get into the position for that run right there?
I have a good one then, Omar. Let's hear from James Paxton, tonight's starting pitcher for the Dodgers. He's with Kirsten and the media.
James, just in situations in which the pitch count got up a little bit, how are you still able to manage just kind of finding ways to be effective there on the mound and attacking the Nationals tonight?
Just grinding it out. My stuff's not good out there right now, but I'm fighting and doing the best I can to keep us in the game.
When you are, I guess, what are you kind of fighting through? Is it just feeling like the command, or I guess what's kind of missing for you right now?
Kind of all of it, just like no feel out there right now. But, battling, grinding away, and doing the best I can.
Is that a mechanical thing that you're sort of trying to find right now? Or?
Yeah, a little bit mechanical probably, just sort of feel all around. Don't really know where it's at, but I'll keep banging away at it, and hopefully it comes.
Is that one of those things that's a little bit more difficult when you are pitching on extra rest as often as you are?
I don't know. I don't think that really matters. I kind of felt the same for the last little bit here. Just out of whack out there, but, I'll keep doing my thing.
Is something you've been feeling, I guess, in your bullpens, or really just kind of like you feel good in the build-up and then on game day it's just not necessarily having that feel?
On and off. I've had some good bullpens. I've had some bad bullpens. So just trying to find that consistency, and I'm confident that it'll get there. It's just taking a little longer than I'd like right now.
Were you still a little surprised when Dave came out there in the 5th inning?
I had no idea where my pitch count was at. I felt fine, but, he's a manager. He makes those calls.
Not really necessarily if you didn't feel like you had your best stuff tonight. What's the focus for you in getting out of it in a situation like we saw tonight in which you were able to successfully close out this game?
Yeah, in that situation, we're just trying to finish the game. So staying confident and convicted in each pitch I throw, sticking with my plan, adjusting, obviously the cutter and fastball was kind of sprayed all over the place today. So pivoting to throwing more sliders than I probably would in those situations. And, just like I said, sticking with my process and trying to execute the best I can.
Is that one of those things, like, as you're getting used to pitching in suppose you have to, figure out, all right, it's spots to be tight no matter what. You have to, figure out, how to make it work the way I have for that night?
Yeah, that's partially just the mindset I try to keep, in any situation that I pitched in previous years, just one pitch at a time. I think I've failed, many times in this game before, and I think if I would have blown it tonight, it wouldn't have been as bad as I've had it before. So I think having that one pitch at a time mindset, just continuing to attack hitters and maintain my plan, it just sets myself up mentally for success. And then from there, just based on execution, the results will be what they will.
What were you and Mark talking about when he came out?
Yeah, basically just a game plan for the hitter. He kind of told me what I could and couldn't do based on what he was seeing with pitches that I was mis-executing on, and just stick with it. Probably just give me a bit of a breather as well, long inning, and trying to just regather myself and execute.
How good was a night like tonight, just for like the entire bullpen, for you guys to be able to pick up, after a shorter start and put up that many zeros?
Yeah, we don't put too much thought into how deep the starter's going to go. The phone rings down there, guy answers, and guy gets in the game and tries to do his job. I think that's been our mindset, and results will be what they will from the starter side, but we're always going to be ready down there.
Did it seem like going into, I guess, coming out of the bullpen that you kind of had a feel for those pitches, and then just in game didn't really have it?
No, honestly, my warm up in the bullpen was a bit more unusual than what it has been. There's probably a little bit of a off day rust. So I was trying to kick off, and that's pretty typical for flight across the country after an off day. And we do everything we can inside to try to get all that out of the way before the game is. But sometimes it needs a little bit more. And fortunately, I was able to finish the job today.
Ahead of the game, when you were talking about James, you had said you wanted to see a little bit better command and things of the sort. What did you see from him tonight? And he mentioned just he's kind of felt like a few things have been missing as of late. Are you seeing that, and how are you seeing, I guess, him make those adjustments?
Well, I thought tonight the command was better. I still think that we're missing a gear, with the swing and miss. I thought, at times the fastball was good. But there's more swing and miss in there, but I love the compete. I love that he was attacking the strike zone. I would have loved for him to go a little bit longer, but just given, the bats didn't come to life, at that point in time of the game, and to try to keep those guys at bay, at one run, I just felt that Michael in that spot gave us the best chance, and so that's why I made that decision. But yeah, I think that there was certainly some improvement from James tonight.
You had mentioned just with the bullpen you were going to be aggressive with them, and it seemed like it turned into kind of a bullpen versus bullpen matchup. How did you see your guys just be effective and really get to the Nationals?
Well, I think that obviously Kike had a big 2-out hit, really good at bat. Miguel Rojas had another 2-out hit to give us a
little cushion, a run score, base hit to score another run. And then, James came off the bench and had a big hit. So those three guys came up huge for us. And then obviously, Shohei had a big homer off Barnes. I think it was like a 1-0 split, something like that. So that was really impressive. But, those two guys at the back end of the bullpen, you've got to try to be a little bit more aggressive because, once you get to, those two guys, it's pretty much game over. I think they're still working through it. Like I said, I don't know specifically what it is, but tonight was better than the last couple for me as far as the command. And I think that if we can get that other gear, work through some things in his next side, it'll be more in line with what he's used to doing. He'll go on Monday, so it won't be as much of a layoff, but he'll get that extra day, which will be good.
Was it 118.7 miles an hour for the day out?
Yeah, I mean it's kind of like Stanton or Judge. There's a few guys that can hit a ball like that, and it was a top spin liner that reached the second deck. So there's not too many guys that can do that. So Shohei, we've talked about controlling the strike zone. When he does that, it's hard to get him out. Yeah, he said he got jammed a little bit on that one. So yeah, it's lightning in that bat. So like we talked about today, anytime he swings the bat, it makes contact, he can change the game.
いかがでしたか？ロバーツ監督の大谷翔平選手に対する信頼が見えるインタビューでしたね。このチャンネルは日本人メジャー選手に対する海外のインタビューなどの翻訳動画をご紹介いたします。ぜひ、チャンネル登録高評価よろしくお願いいたします。